Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is January 23rd, 2025. We are looking at Proverbs chapter 23, and we're going to look at verse 17 and 18. So, having conversations with people often reminds me of my own life. Hearing them speak puts me in a place where I remember situations in my own life, and it causes me to evaluate in different ways. And I'm grateful for those opportunities because it gives me growth in ways that I wouldn't get in other situations. Recently, I was having a conversation with someone, and they were explaining to me their circumstances, and they were telling me their struggle, and quite honestly, they were angry with their circumstances. And as I was listening to them, I was hearing them speak, and I was realizing, there was an occasion in my life where things were going on, and I wanted to be able to act a certain way, and I was mad because that was against God's rules. And I couldn't figure out why God would make rules like that where I wasn't allowed to interact with this situation because, well, in my mind, it was very pleasurable. And as I was listening to this person speak, I realized what I was doing was saying, it's not fair. Those people walked away from God, and they get to have all that fun. I don't want to walk away from God. I should be allowed to have fun too. They get to do X, Y, and Z. I want to do X, Y, and Z. And I should be allowed to have that because I am a believer and I didn't walk away from God. And I should be able to have just as much fun. Now, I know that sounds ridiculous, but in reality, that's what I was doing. And honestly, that's what this other person was doing as well. And when I shared that with them, they pulled back. And I get it because I would have done exactly the same thing. And so I'm giving them time to think that through. But this morning as I was reading in Proverbs 23, I read verse 17 and 18, and it applied directly to this situation. Don't let your heart envy sinners. Instead, always fear the Lord, for then you will have a future and your hope will never fade. When I chased after those things, my future wasn't certain at all. I was not living in the kingdom life that God promised. I was living outside of it, and I was running away from it. And as soon as I put my focus on honoring, reverencing, cherishing, loving, and accepting of God, my future came back into sight, and I was able to move towards that. It is so easy to fall into the trap of, it's not fair. But in saying that, what we're saying is, I want what they have. That's called coveting. It's envying. And when we're envying and coveting what sinners have, we're chasing sin and turning our backs on God. And when we turn our back on God, we're not guaranteed the future. Instead, we should be desiring and loving the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, Jesus Christ, who gave everything for me and everything for you. So today, as you're out there interacting with the world, and you see that somebody's got something that looks wonderful, remember, envying a sinner puts you on the wrong side of the kingdom. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.